This image reveals the inside of a pregnant woman with her baby at full term. The baby lives inside of her mother's uterus, a strong balloon-shaped muscle that contracts during labor. These contractions cause the bottom part of the uterus, called the cervix, to thin out and open. Prior to labor, the mucus plug blocks the cervical opening to protect the baby from the outside environment. The cervix opens completely, allowing the baby to enter the birth canal or vagina for birth. The placenta is an organ created by a woman's body just for pregnancy that grows into the wall of the uterus. The placenta provides all the hormones needed to maintain the
Lying on your side rather than your back is recommended for sleeping or relaxing while you are pregnant. This keeps the weight of your baby from pressing on the major blood vessels of your circulatory system. Use a pillow or two under your head, one under your bent knee to raise it hip high, and one under your belly for extra support. It may require adjusting a few pillows, but you may change this position slightly by moving your bottom arm behind you. When getting out of bed in the morning from this same sleeping position, first push into the mattress with the hand of your top arm, lifting your body enough to bring your lower arm underneath you to the front. To get out of bed, roll over to your side as one unit without twisting your back. Use your hands to walk yourself up to a sitting position as you move your feet to the floor. When changing from a lying to a sitting position, pause before standing to allow your blood pressure to stabilize. When getting up from a piece of low, soft furniture, remember not to lunge up in one movement, which can stress your back. Instead, scoot your hips to the edge of the chair first. Keeping your hands on the seat or the arm of the furniture can help you push up if needed. Position one foot slightly forward, then use your strong thigh muscles to lift your body to standing as you keep your back straight. To protect your back when getting into and out of a car, first sit in the seat sideways with your feet on the ground. Then turn to face the front as you bring your legs into the car. Always buckle up with the lap belt placed as low as possible and the shoulder strap between your breasts and to the side of your abdomen. To get out of the car, just reverse directions, but again, use these moves. First, after opening the door, turn your body to face the opening and place your feet on the ground. Next, scoot to the edge of the seat. Place one foot slightly forward of the other before standing. If needed, use your hands to help push up. If much of your day is spent in a desk chair, be sure your back is well supported, resting your feet on a low stool, box, or wastebasket.
A baby makes an amazing journey during labor from inside her mother to the outside world. And just as every mom and baby is different, every labor is unique. Many factors come into play that affect how this journey unfolds and how long it lasts.
A contraction is the uterine muscle tightening. A contraction peaks when the uterus is at its tightest point and subsides as the muscle expands. The rhythmic uterine contractions become longer, stronger, and closer together as labor progresses. With each surge of this strong muscle, the baby is held tightly for a moment, then released again to float peacefully. With each contraction throughout labor, pain sends a signal to the brain and oxytocin is released. With oxytocin release, the contractions increase in intensity. And as the pain of contractions increases, more oxytocin is released and the contractions become harder. The feedback loop continues and labor progresses.
I had my mom, my sister, and the doula. It helped a whole lot, knowing that there's other women in the room that could help me get through this. So somebody that cares for you and for the baby. I had like a key focal point to relax mentally. All I kept thinking was I just want to see her face, I just want to hold her, and most of the time I'd zone out into like a little mind vacation that I was thinking about her already here. It kind of had me at ease with not feeling so much pain.
I would have to say that birth is probably the most painful thing I've experienced, but it's such a different kind of pain. When it's happening, your body knows what to do. It knows that this is a natural process, and so it just kind of takes over, I think. And I mean, if you don't let it take over, then I can see how it would definitely be extremely painful because you're fighting your own body.
I was thinking colors when I was moaning, and I was thinking different shades of colors that made me feel relaxed, and that helped so much to get me through the really strong contractions when they were coming on top of each other.
Warm-up contractions are a common sign that labor is nearing. During the last months of pregnancy, many women notice occasional contractions that come and go with no regular pattern. These usually mild sensations, also called Braxton Hicks contractions, are caused by the muscular wall of the uterus gently tightening and relaxing to build strength for the work of labor and birth. Unlike contractions during labor, these warm-up contractions usually aren't strong or frequent enough to open the cervix or push the baby down. As labor draws near, they may become more uncomfortable.
I had contractions for 6 weeks before I actually went into labor. They started out not so bad, and then they were very strong. Even though the Braxton Hicks contractions hurt, they were not comparable to labor contractions.
Lightening, also called engagement, is another sign that labor is near. Lightening is the movement of the baby dropping deeper into the pelvis prior to birth. This movement usually occurs about 2 weeks prior to labor for first-time moms and up to a few hours before or even during labor for moms who have previously given birth. It's called lightening because moms say they can breathe more easily with the baby lower in the pelvis. After dropping, the baby no longer presses against her mother's lungs. There is also less pressure on the stomach, so pregnant women may experience an increase in appetite and a decrease in heartburn discomfort. There is, however, more pressure on the bladder after the baby drops, causing women to make more frequent trips to the bathroom.
When the baby dropped, I felt a lot of pressure. The baby's head is really down, and I had to go to the bathroom many times because of that pressure.
Another sign that labor may be near is the release of the mucus plug. The thick mucus that has kept the uterus sealed during pregnancy comes out as the cervix begins to thin and open. This usually happens a few days or weeks before labor or at the onset. You may notice clear, pink, or slightly bloody spotting, or you may not notice any spotting at all.
In this exercise, progressive relaxation, you'll unwind even further as you hear phrases that will allow your